Yeah, well, I think we did enough in the first half to get the lead. We had a little bit of a meltdown there in the third quarter where, Blackwater got going offensively. Bearfield had 11 points in the first quarter. He carried the load for them. I think he ended up with 34. So we did enough to win the game, but you have to credit also Blackwater for being resilient and getting the lead down to about 6 points. We did a decent job with they're a handful now with Panopio and David and Bearfield. So we kind of managed David and Panopio, but Bearfield was hard to stop today.
Thank you, Coach Luigi. Now we invite the board of friends from the press.
Salamat.
Coach, yung personal games nyo, like, meron kayong issues with mga leads na mawawala or nahapon, like, example, last Saturday, let's go na po, 3 games in, concerned ba yun na ito at almost 1/4 ng eliminations, issues with
Yeah, we have a hard schedule. If you think about it, we play today, tapos we play Ginebra on Friday, and then we play Sunday against Magnolia in Montalban. We'll end the game there probably 10:30, and then we have to fly out the next morning to Okinawa to play another game. So that's tough, right? But we've had to manage. Like Nu's been out for a while. He hasn't really gotten his rhythm. It's hard on him. He hasn't had a lot of tune-up games. We tried to start some of the guys at a better feel. I'm glad that Nu was able to, he did score the most points, but more than that, the intangibles that he brought. I think we also shot the ball better, free throw wise. We were talking about it. You can't really talk about, free throws because nobody wants to miss those free throws. But in last game namin, we had it there. We missed a couple of free throws. We didn't finish it. Today, we were up big, but we managed to win the game. So there was a bit of composure. Credit to these guys. They attacked the mismatch. Nu was like a point there when it's normally Aaron, CB or Nu. Nung injured si CB, Nu had to get some points of attack, and in-atake namin. We went to bomb at the post.
First, congratulations also. In the last game, they turned out the way you wanted it. How keen are you for that game to get this first win?
Yeah, for us, it's keeping the big picture in mind at all times. It's always tough whenever you lose heartbreakers like that, close games like that. But it's still early on in the season, and something that we talked about is you never know what can happen throughout a season. Our championship season, we were 1 game away with 3 games to go, and 1 loss would have put us out the playoffs, and we wouldn't have even had a chance. So, the veterans stepped up, and they were vocal in practice, and I think that's what this program needs, is the veterans to be vocal and the young guys to listen and adapt to what we're doing and how we know that we can be successful. So, 2 losses, it's tough, but I think it's more about the mental state and keeping everybody in the right mental mind frame, so that way we can continue to take those losses, learn from it, and move forward.
Coach, alin yung started yung shooting wise in the first 2 games and the bounce back as well for his game? How important is it na nakuha na ni alin yung rhythm after 2 games ng last season?
Well, our last game, if you think about it, our 4 vets, I was telling them, the quality of shots were good, but between the 4 of them, Maliksi, Alain, Cliff, Banquero, and Nu, they shot 22-23%. And they weren't bad shots, right? But at this point in time, you need to put the ball in the hole. Magandang pinakita ni Alain. Bong was playing well the last game, and Alain, I think, was 4 out of 8, 50%. If you look at Nu, Chris was 6 out of 9, 66%. Even Cliff also stepped up today, lang si Hanj. He was 6 out of 13, 46. So, these things where you have to put the ball in the hole, it's nice of them to step up. And, you can't feel too bad about yourselves. Ang dami namin game na sunod-sunod. So these guys are vets. You know, it doesn't have to come from us. Amongst themselves, they'll discuss things in the practices. So thing now for us is, okay, we got one win. Now we have Ginebra Friday, and then we've got Magnolia Sunday, and then Okinawa after that. So it doesn't get easier from here.
What's lang ako Ginebra with ang Filipino lineup, wala sila game, wala sila. So how difference Ginebra from the previous night na face them?
Well, there's no Brownie now. It's all Filipino, right? But I think they're missing some pieces. You know, Malonzo's not with them anymore. But they're always Ginebra. You know, they're well respected team. They're well coached. It's always playing like you're playing in against the home crowd because they always have the home crowd. I think they're playing tonight, so there's no real advantage with that. We've got to come out and play our game, and it's gonna test our resilience. Kaya sunod-sunod yung laro namin, right? So you could say they can have the advantage if they had 4 or 5 days to prepare, but right now we're coming in even. So that's what I think is moving in against that game. There's no team that has an added advantage kasi may laro sila today. So we both just have to bring it.
And that sums up our post-game press conference. Congratulations once again to the Meralco.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.